Over the last few weeks, this news outlet has covered the issue of a loyalty oath being administered by the Republican majority in the South Carolina General Assembly. Now, Republicans have controlled the state legislature here in South Carolina for the past 2 decades. They now enjoy a supermajority in the South Carolina House of Representatives, but some of the more moderate members of that caucus are looking to muzzle the conservative wing with a loyalty oath, which would prevent these conservative lawmakers from campaigning on behalf of fellow conservatives in primaries and, according to some, prevent them from criticizing their fellow Republican lawmakers. Now, the drama over this oath has been bubbling for the last 2 months since we exclusively reported on it in early December. And in this building behind me, the Palmetto Club, just across the street from the South Carolina State House, the Republican caucus is currently gathered to decide whether or not to kick out the conservative members who have refused to sign that oath. What's going to happen? We'll know more when the lawmakers emerge from the Palmetto Club. Representative, obviously a tense discussion in there. Can you tell us anything about what transpired inside the Palmetto Club today with the Republican caucus gathering?
Unfortunately, due to confidentiality rule that has kind of always been affected caucus, I can't tell you. We're bound by confidentiality, so wish I could. Would love for people to know.
Do you think folks will know at some point in this process what the resolution of this dispute was?
I'm not sure. I hope so.
How do you think the dispute will impact the ability of the Republican supermajority to govern this session?
I think I better be done there and make sure I don't say anything that might breach confidentiality. So,
understood.
But thank you for asking and thank you for what you do.
Sure. Thank you as well. Representative, thank you. So politicians not talking. That's a new one for me, but there you have it from Adam Morgan, one of the leaders of the 18 lawmakers that declined to sign this confidentiality agreement. Count on FITSNews to keep you posted on the latest on this Republican Party battle. All right, the House Republican caucus meeting held in the Palmetto Club behind me has adjourned. House members exited the building, headed back to the State House. None of them would talk about what transpired behind closed doors, however. In fact, the only comment I received on the record was from State Representative Bill Taylor of Aiken, who told me that the House GOP caucus had a, quote, wonderful and harmonious meeting. Seemed to me as though Representative Taylor was speaking sarcastically, but again, that was the only lawmaker who would provide a quote to this news outlet upon exiting this caucus meeting. Other members, in fact, gave me the mum's the word sign. So what's to become of this badly splintered Republican supermajority in the South Carolina House? Again, as of this moment, there is no resolution. Sources who attended this meeting privately told me it was a stalemate, that it ended without a resolution as to whether the 18 members who refused to sign the House loyalty oath were still part of the Republican caucus. These members have previously told me they believe themselves to still be part of that caucus, but again, they have not signed this oath, and according to my sources, until they do, they will not be allowed to caucus with the Republican majority at the State House this year. Obviously, we saw Republican dysfunction on display at the national level last week. We're seeing Republican dysfunction on display at the state level in South Carolina this week. Count on FITSNews to continue to keep you up to speed on both of those power struggles, both in Washington, D.C. and here in the capital city of Columbia, South Carolina.